Hey everyone, as y'all are jumping in here, just say hello. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. Hey Brenda. Hey Juanita. Hey Charlize. Good. Good, good, good. All right. So it looks like you guys can hear and see everything okay. As y'all are jumping in here, just say hello. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. We are streaming live on YouTube. We are streaming live on Instagram. We are streaming live on Facebook. Hey, y'all. As y'all jumping in here, just say hello. Let me know your name, where you're tuning in from. Just let me know your name, where you're tuning in from in the chat. So glad to have y'all here. I am really excited as usual because y'all know how we roll and how we get down. Now, today's going to be all of that you'll ever learn in your life. I know it was the best skill set I've ever learned in mine. And I want to share with y'all some of those steps so that if you're struggling with bad credit, if you're wondering, how can I get myself out of this mess? How can I raise my personal credit scores? And how can I qualify for more credit cards, loans, and just better opportunities for myself? Then I need to see some money bags in the chat because that's what we're here to talk about today. So I've got Pittsburgh in the house. I got Maryland in the house. I got Colorado Springs in the house. I've got Miami in the house. I've got Tennessee in the house. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, y'all. Hey, Princess. So glad to have y'all here. Got Philly in the house. Hey, y'all. I've got Chicago in the house. I've got Toronto in the house. Okay. I got NYC in the house. Hey, Chicago. I miss y'all so much. I love Chicago. My hometown, y'all. Born and raised. Hey, y'all. Hey, Detroit in the house. Hey, y'all. LA in the house. Look, here's the deal. I need to feel some energy in the chat because I'm coming here with some fire that's going to help you with bringing your personal credit up to a place where you're going to get instant approvals, you're going to get the best rates, you're going to get the best terms, and you're going to be able to walk in the bank clapping your hands. It's my money and I need it now. And you're going to be able to feel confident about your finances and your credit. Y'all, your credit is one of the most important things financially that you really do have to master. And so I'm here to bring y'all some heat to help y'all master your personal credit. Because let's be honest, we've got so many small business owners in here, right? How many of y'all in small business owners? Just drop a one in the chat. If you raise your hand, if you're a small business owner, drop a one in the chat for me. If you own a business, you just started a business, you're thinking about starting a business, just drop a one in the chat because I need to see who's in the house today. I got money bags in the chat. Hey, y'all. I love it. Hey, y'all. I'm so glad to have y'all here. Happy Tuesday. Now, if this is the first time here, I want y'all to drop a two in the chat. If this is your first time here to one of our trainings, drop a two in the chat. If you've been here 2, 3 times or more, drop a three in the chat for me because I want to see, do I got some newcomers in the house? Do I got some people that's been here quite a few times or more? Hey, y'all. Okay, y'all, I see them ones in the chat. I got all these small business owners. So here's the deal. You need good personal credit. It is a bottom line. You need good personal credit. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but there's a credit crunch that's happening right now. And it's making it so much harder to qualify for loans, personal credit cards, business credit cards. So we got to get to the nitty gritty and we got to get to work because the longer that you wait to get good personal credit, the longer that you wait to get good business credit, your business, your life is just hanging around on standby. So it's time to get off standby and get into motion and start getting results for yourself and for your business and for your life. So I've got small business owners in the house. So I got some newcomers. Hey, newcomers. So glad to have y'all here on our Tuesday night happy hour. I'm your friend, Jerry Tolliver. And I've got some threes in the house. So you've been here a couple of times and you know how we roll. So I'm going to be giving y'all some heat today. So all I ask for you today, really, is to take some notes, pay attention, put comments in the chat for your biggest takeaways. If something sparks an idea for you or a light bulb and you say, okay, I'm going to start taking those steps, I need y'all to put that in the chat because it inspires other people to take those next steps too. The reality of it is this: we are all here together for one very specific reason. And that reason is to get you good personal credit. There's no other reason for you to be here other than to delete bad credit, improve your personal credit scores, and take your life to the next level. So that's what I'm here to help you with doing. Now, because I do got some newcomers in the house, I want to just properly welcome you to our Fly Credit family. I'm your friend, Jerry Tolliver. I'm the CEO of Fly Credit and the creator of the Fly Credit University, where we help you get the credit that you deserve. Now, let's be 100, y'all. I started this business because I had my own struggles with credit back in 2014. I had 545 credit scores and I could barely get approved for anything. And as a single mom of two, I didn't have no time to be wasting because I wanted to become a homeowner. So I picked up a book called, y'all know what the book is called, right? The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon. And that book changed my life. It taught me what I needed to do, steps I needed to take to get my finances in order so that I could start improving my personal credit. And that's exactly what I did. I was able to get me some help. Well, I tried to get some help. I hired somebody to help me with my credit. I paid him $800 and he didn't do nothing. So I had to figure out how to do it on my own. So I went and read all the books. I watched all the videos. I even got certified on credit repair so that I can learn everything that I needed to learn about credit. And so in 8 months, I was able to raise my scores from a 545 to a 765. And I was able to free myself from the burden of having bad credit. I was able to free myself from the burden of getting denied and being just rejected for everything that I was applying for. So I had the revelation after I bought my first home and after I fixed my own credit, that I'm going to help other people just like you do the exact same thing. And you ain't got to worry about nobody scamming you. You ain't got to worry about nobody running off with your money. You can lock arms with a group in a place, a community that you can trust to get it done the right way the first time. And so in these last almost 8 years now, I have learned so much about personal and business credit that I want to share with you guys today, because getting good personal credit actually isn't hard. It's relatively easy. And honestly, most of the times when people do have bad personal credit, it's not always just their fault. You can have bad credit for getting sick. You can have bad credit for losing your job. You can have bad credit for having a late emergency, right? A last minute emergency that puts you in the hole. There's so many different reasons why people have bad credit. And it's not always because they're irresponsible. And I know for me, when I had bad credit, there was a little bit of everything going on. I was irresponsible and I just didn't know how to manage credit. Now, show of hands, who in here got the credit class? Did y'all get the credit class? The class in college, high school, grammar school that said this is what you should do with your credit? Did you get the credit class? Let me see it in the chat. Did you? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, Charlize, The Richest Man in Babylon. That book is everything. I never realized what it takes. Yes, it is a lot to start and grow a business, y'all. It is really a lot. And so you got to be prepared. And the only way you're going to be properly prepared to grow a business is to get you some money. Seriously. Yeah, see, never did. Nope. Never got the class. Hell no, never got the class. Right? Not at all. Never got the class. See, that's the problem. We have to change that because the only way for things to happen and change in your life is for you to change. But in order for you to change, you have to get new knowledge. You have to get new skill sets. You have to develop new habits, new disciplines, hang around new people, right? Do different things to get different results. And so that's what I did. I went and got a book. I read it and I executed on those strategies. I learned even more and I keep learning every single day so that I don't fall behind and I don't get lost in the sauce, because it can be real easy to get lost in the sauce when it comes to credit, because things are always consistently changing. Always. It's always changing. And so it's very important that we stay abreast. We stay on top of our finances, both personally and for your business as well. And so if you have bad credit right now, I want to show you guys some tips and steps on how you can start improving that today. In fact, it's the same exact steps that I would take if I landed myself in bad credit again. If I found myself in near bankruptcy, maxed out credit cards, collections, whatever. If I found myself with bad personal credit, I would always start with step 1 and step 4. It's 4 steps that I would take. They're very easy to do, but the key is to be consistent. So the first thing that y'all want to know, right? If you want to start improving your credit, you have to get in the know. You have to understand where you stand right now. Now, I talk to a lot of people every single day, and I am sometimes a little surprised that Some people have never pulled their credit before, or they're too afraid to pull their credit because of what it might say. Y'all, no matter what it says, it doesn't really matter, because that's the first step to making some improvements. It's the moment that you have a come to Jesus talk with yourself. Now, my fiance watches this show called My 600-Pound Life. Anybody ever heard of this show before? Where people go to the doctor to get weight loss surgery, right? And he is so obsessed with watching this show all of the time. But something that I have learned about that show is that a lot of people have started off very, very young with weight issues, right? They started off with not understanding the right eating habits to have, or not understanding proper nutrition, or people around them just eating whatever they want to. And it's the cycle that just keeps on passing itself down over and over again. And that's the same exact thing that happens with your credit. And so if you want to make some changes, you have to get in the know. And one of the ways that they get in the know on the 600-Pound Life is they step on the scale. They step on the scale. See, there's a lot of people that get on that show and they actually admit that they don't really know how much they weigh. And that's the same exact thing when it comes to your personal credit. You have to know what you weigh. You have to know what your personal credit scores are so that you can start making improvements. That's the bottom line. Because if you don't know where you stand right now, how can you develop a strategy to get better? How can you develop a plan to improve? How can you make strides towards making achievements? That's what you're looking for, and that's what you want to do, because improving your credit is a long-term game. It's not a short-term game. I don't care what nobody tells you. It's something that happens over time. Getting 700, 800 personal credit scores happens over time. It happens over time for using the right steps, developing the right habits, doing the right thing, paying your bills on time. That is what helps you develop good personal credit. But you have to find out first, where do you stand? Also, a lot of y'all have seen that show. Yes, that show taught me that if you don't know where you stand, if you don't know what your weight is, how are you going to set a goal to lose the weight, right? So you have to set a goal for yourself and say, well, right now, I'm at 500 credit scores. Right now, I'm at 400 credit scores. I'm at 600 credit scores. Whatever you are, what I want you to do is I don't want you to be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of having bad credit. There are millions of people in the world with bad credit. So be compassionate with yourself. Accept the fact that you are where you are right now, but the only thing that you can do is make improvements. Take the steps. Do what needs to be done. Because when you do that, that's the only way that you're going to get results. See, it's the people that sit around and don't do anything. It's the people that sit around and they're afraid, and the people that sit around and they, talk about other people, and they do these things, but they're not doing anything, right? They're not making progress. They're not doing anything, but you are. And so as long as you get up, as long as you pull the credit reports, as long as you get in the know, you are taking the first step to making change. And so the first thing first, y'all, pull your personal credit reports. So pull your Experian, pull your TransUnion, pull your Equifax reports, and start highlighting any negative accounts that are on your credit. So if I were to pull my credit, I would look at it. I would analyze all three of them. And I would look and see, okay, do I have collections? Highlight. Do I have a late payment? Highlight. Do I have a bankruptcy? Highlight. Do I have a charge off, a repossession? Highlight, highlight. Highlight these things. And then what I'm next going to do is I'm going to analyze those accounts and see, where are the inconsistencies? Because here's the thing. As a consumer, you have rights. You have consumer rights as a consumer. As you go out here and you buy things, you borrow money as a consumer, you have protection under the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. Now, there are several other different consumer laws that you should know about, but those are the two major ones you should know, because knowing these laws, these consumer laws, is going to help you with disputing negative accounts off of your credit reports, because the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that everything on your credit has to be accurate It has to be complete. It has to be verifiable. Now, if those accounts on your credit are not accurate, they're not complete or verifiable, then you have the right to dispute them. Whether they belong to you or not, you have the right to dispute them. And that's exactly what I would do. I would write up me some dispute letters and say, hey, Experian, this is Jerry Tolliver. I am contacting you about this Citibank account, right? I would tell them why I'm disputing the account. So if the account has some inconsistencies with, let's say, the balance, I would dispute that. And I would say, well, that balance doesn't look right. I need you to verify it or take it off of my credit reports or update it. And that's the bottom line. Tell them what you want them to do. See, disputing accounts on your credit is basically in 3 phases. You want to contact the creditor and the credit bureau about the account that you're disputing. You want to tell them why you're disputing it. And then you want to tell them what you want them to do. That's it. The account that you're disputing, why you're disputing it, and what you want them to do. Do you want them to delete it? Do you want them to update it? Do you want them to remove it from your credit reports? Tell them what you want them to do. Because the Fair Credit Reporting Act says that if it's not accurate, if it's not complete, if it's not verifiable, it needs to be removed from your credit reports. So you need to know these things, y'all. Another thing that you should know is there has been an amendment to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And so those medical bills that you guys are seeing on your credit reports, if they are less than $500, they should be removed from your credit reports. No medical collections less than $500 can legally report on your personal credit. Now, I do credit audits for our new customers all the time. And so when you get started in our programs, we do an initial credit audit for you. So we review your personal credit and even your business credit. Now, when I do personal credit audits, you would be amazed at how often I see inconsistencies on people's credit reports. And then on top of that, I see people with medical bills that are less than $500 still reporting on their credit. Sorry, y'all. I mean, not sorry, but hooray, y'all. That stuff got to go. So if you see a collection account on your credit that's a medical bill and it's less than $500, dispute it right away, because legally speaking, it can no longer be on your credit. Okay, y'all got that? Now, the thing is this. If you don't know your laws, if you don't know your consumer rights, it's going to be challenging for you to repair your credit, because you don't know what you're looking for. You don't know what you're fighting for. So if you don't know your rights as a consumer, then it's going to be hard for you to leverage them to get your credit cleaned. So do all your research, get all of your information. We have all this information in our How to Repair Your Credit course so that you can get all the knowledge and understanding to completely repair and restore your credit. Now, there's 2 parts to repairing your credit, right? Now, if I had bad credit, I would be disputing those accounts and then simultaneously raising my credit scores. So you can do this at the very same time. You can dispute negative accounts and then you can rebuild your personal credit scores at the same time. Now, when I had bad credit, I couldn't really get approved for nothing. So instead of going for those high-level credit cards with major banks, instead what I started to do was I was starting to get approved for accounts for people that had poor or bad credit. Because here's the thing. A lot of us are applying for accounts that we don't qualify for yet, and then we get denied and wonder why. And then we get frustrated and think, well, I'll never get approved, and then you just stop applying for credit. Don't do that. Instead, start applying for credit that's in your credit bracket, right? You want to apply for accounts that you have the best likelihood of getting approved for. And so if you know that you have not so good credit, your credit is poor or it's average, but you're going and applying for credit cards and offers for excellent credit, then you're going to get denied. Instead, you want to get approved for accounts for people that have bad or average credit, because when you get those accounts are going to help you with building your credit scores. So there are plenty of accounts that offer stuff for bad credit, like Fingerhut. Fingerhut has been around forever. Seriously, Fingerhut has been around forever. And they have a lot of products on their website that you can get your hands on. But honestly, it's really expensive and not really worth it. But it is worth getting if you have bad personal credit, because you can use it as a trade line, a positive trade line to build your personal credit scores. And this is going to be a primary trade line because it's in your name. Now, another way that I would start rebuilding my credit is I would use trade lines. So I would ask a family member or a friend, or you can ask us. We offer trade lines as well. But you can ask a family member or a friend to piggyback off of their credit. So check this out. If you got a credit card, let's say your friend or your mama, because you trust your mom, right? For the most part. Let's say your mom has a Capital One credit card that's been open for 20 years. She's never paid it late. It has a $0 balance. It's always been in good standing and has an excellent history, right? Well, what you could do is you can go to mom and say, "Hi, mom, can I get added? Can you add me to your account as an authorized user so that I can get the credit history associated with the account?" Well, mom might say, "Sure, baby, anything for you." And if so, then she's going to add you to that Capital One account. And then that credit history, that credit limit, and everything associated with that account will then report to your personal credit. So essentially, you're inheriting good personal credit by piggybacking off of her credit cards. And this is called an authorized user. So she can add you to the account as an authorized user. She does not have to give you a credit card at all. She could just add you to the account as an authorized user. That account will then report to your personal credit. You'll get all the history and everything, and it'll help boost your credit, give you history, and make your credit scores happy. Now, one account that this doesn't work that well with is American Express, because for whatever reason, when you add authorized users to your American Express card, the history doesn't start when the account was open, when it was first open. Instead, it starts when you add them as an authorized user. So if your mom has a American Express account that she opened 20 years ago, but she added you today, June 6, 2023, well, your credit history with that account will start June 6, 2023. So American Express doesn't work like most credit card companies do when it comes to authorized users. But Bank of America, Citibank, Capital One, they all do work that way. So I would definitely say use some authorized users. If y'all need some help, we do offer them, and we will be more than happy to help. But authorized users is going to help you with building your credit. Number 2, make sure that you get accounts that you actually qualify for. So don't apply for accounts that, is for excellent credit if you have average credit. You want to use the average credit accounts to help you build excellent credit scores. And then you want to start applying for accounts for excellent credit. Okay. So that's what you need to do. You need to be repairing your credit, and you need to be building your scores at the very same time. Now, some of the things that I think that you all should avoid as you're repairing and rebuilding your credit are a couple of things. One, don't pay none of your accounts late. If you pay your accounts late, you are going to ruin your personal credit scores, and it is very hard to build excellent credit and get approved for 0% rates and the best offers when you're paying your bills late. So pay your credit cards and pay your loans on time, because this is how you establish trust with the banks. Think about it. If you have a best friend that's coming and asking you for money, not even a best friend, somebody that you don't even really know like that, right? And they come to you and they're asking you for some money. They're asking you for $3,000. And then your friend, you notice, doesn't pay their bills on time. Then would you really give them the money? You probably wouldn't, because there's no trust factor there. The trust is in, are you going to pay me on time? And if you can't pay me on time, then I don't trust you. I don't trust you enough to give you this money, right? Otherwise, you're going to be on Judge Judy, trying to get your money back. ain't nobody got time for that, right? So you want to make sure that you, one, don't apply for too much credit too soon. Don't pay your accounts late at all. Do not max out your personal credit cards. Don't max out your cards. So keep your cards as low as possible, 10% or lower. I know most people will say 30%, and 30% is still a good utilization for your credit cards, but 10% or lower is the best. That's like maxing out your personal credit, and it'll give you the opportunity to get the best offers, the best rates that money can buy. All right. Another thing that I would also recommend is mixing up your credit. So having a mix of credit cards and loans is excellent for your credit. A lot of people ask me, is there such thing as having too many credit cards? No, I don't seem to think so. Honestly, I have over 30 personal credit cards and I have over 15 business credit cards, and I manage them just fine. I pay them on time. I try not to max them out. Sometimes I max them out if I have an investment, and then that investment will pay it off. But for the most part, I manage my personal credit very well because I know how it works. I understand the game. I get the rule book, right? I understand how to play the game. And so because I understand how to play the game, I know how to win it. And I get into games to win. I don't get into games to lose. And so if you want to play and win the credit game, then one, you need to repair and enhance your personal credit. So all that negative stuff that's on your credit, you need to get it off. And what I would do is I will start writing them letters. I will start sending them out. Now, don't dispute things online, by the way. Credit Reporting Act. So write out those letters, send them directly to the credit bureaus and the creditors, and then just be consistent. Keep showing up, keep writing letters, keep doing the follow-ups, because that's what helps you win the credit repair game. And then as you're doing that, you want to start applying for accounts that'll help you with rebuilding your credit, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to raise your scores, is getting and establishing credit, getting loans, getting credit cards, using it, paying it off. That's the only thing that you're going to be able to do to get yourself to 700, 800 credit scores. Now, the reason why I think that it's important for you all to understand the credit game is because you're going to need it on your journey of building your business. You are only going to get so far with poor personal credit. And if you want to be able to position yourself and your business to be, I'm talking the banks throwing money at you, then it's important for you to have good personal and good business credit. Because while everyone else is out here begging the banks for money and begging the banks to approve them, you're not going to be that person. Instead, you're going to be the person that says, hey, bank, what do you have for me? And is that the offer that I need? And is that the offer that I want? So your leverage and your positioning is going to be completely different than people that are not in tune, that don't understand the credit game and don't know how to play. Instead, I can teach you how to play, I can teach you how to win, and I can teach you how to get the bag, keep it, and multiply it, because you need your business to run on autopilot. You need your life to be full of freedom. You need to be able to spend more time with your family and take more trips and do the things that you actually love to do. Your business is not your life. Your business is a vehicle to live the life that you truly want to live. And so start living it by getting your credit together. Because after I learned how to get my credit together, I don't have the fear of getting denied. After I understood how banks work and how they think, I don't have the fear of not getting what I want and getting rejected. Instead, I'm confident. I know that I'm going to get approved. I know that I'm going to get the best rate. I know that at the end of the day, I have the trust factor that banks are looking for, so that when they run across me, they want to give me money and they want to give it to me at the best rate. And so when you have that level of confidence and that level of power, there is so much more that you can do with your life. Seriously. Like, honestly, y'all, let's be 100 with each other for 1 second. If money wasn't a factor for you right now, if you made all the money in the world, your credit was excellent, what would you do with your life? Throw that in a chat for me. I want to see it, because I like to know what motivates people. And the reason is because sometimes we get lost in the sauce. And what I mean by that is just the everyday flow of life. And life can be hard sometimes. Life can be a little tough on us. Life can be a little rough. But when we're motivated to achieve something, and not just something, but something big, it's funny how some of those little hiccups and those little roadblocks and those little mistakes that we make in life don't really matter that much, because what we're shooting for and what we're focused on is bigger than us. It's bigger than anything that anybody could ever imagine. And so if you had the perfect credit, the bankroll in the bank, what would you do? Look, I'll be overseas somewhere vacationing. I heard that. Trucking business, vacationing all the time, traveling. How long did it take you to be in the position that you are in right now? It took me about 4 years. About 4 years. Took me about 2 years to get myself to 700 credit scores, more like 800, like 740. Once I got to excellent credit scores, it took me about 2 years to do that. And then I maxed out my personal credit trying to build my business, and then I tanked my scores. And so then I learned how to build business credit. And then when I learned how to build business credit, totally separate from my personal credit, that opened up so many doors for me. So I was able to get business credit so I could rely on that and grow the business. I was making more money in the business. I was able to pay off my personal debt. And then when I did that, I was able to qualify for even more business credit and financing. So, it's all about being strategic. It's all about understanding where you are right now and then drawing up a game plan and a strategy to get to where you want to go. I believe that the magic is in specificity. So when you're very specific about where you're going, what you're doing, who you're doing it with, and why, things get clearer. And the only way to have success is to be clear, to have clarity about where you're going, not confusion, because confusion doesn't create results. Confusion creates fear, and fear doesn't get you nowhere except for stuck. So if you want to have the confidence, if you want to have the power, if you want to have the leverage, then just do that, y'all. Repair your credit, rebuild your scores, get you some authorized trade lines. We can help y'all with that. If you want to repair your credit, we can help you with that too. If you want to build business credit, we can help you with that. We can help you with all things credit, and we can help you get the credit that you deserve, because you deserve to get credit. You deserve $100,000 or more, because y'all, I be asking y'all sometimes when y'all be dipping into my DM, y'all be like, Jerry, I want me some business credit. I want it so bad. And I'm like, bet, I got you. How much do you want? How much is it? How much do you need? And bless y'all hearts, y'all be like, I don't know. As much as I can get. Y'all, we got to get clear. See, when people tell me that, what it tells me is that you haven't thought about it yet. You haven't really considered it. And the reason why you haven't considered it is because you don't take your business that seriously yet. Because if you did, you would plan for it. You would plan for the success. Success doesn't happen on accident. Success is not accidental. Success leaves clues, and those clues are usually in the plan. They're usually there. I'm telling you. So you got to get clear. You got to get clear about where you're going, what you're doing, and how you're going to get there. And you got to determine what your number is. So when I ask you today, and I want y'all to put it in the chat, if I ask you today, how much money is it going to take to live the life of your dreams, build the business of your dreams? What is that number going to be? And don't tell me however much as I can get. Like, come on, give me a break. Put a number next to it and stop being scared. Is it 10,000? Is it 20,000? People tell me I'm just looking for 5,000. Come on now. What are you going to do with $5,000? Seriously. You're not going to be able to build a business with $5,000. You need more money than that. You need more money to pay yourself a salary, to hire some help, to free yourself from the day-to-day of running a business and being an accountant and marketing and sales and customer service and everything in your business. That's not what CEOs do. CEOs grow the business. So it's not about as much as I can get. You can get as much as you want, but what do you actually want? What do you want, right? I saw this meme online. What do you want? It's not that simple. It is that simple. Find out what is it going to take for you to grow the business of your dreams and to grow your business of your dreams without being in survival mode. Because you're in survival mode 100% of the time. You're you're searching around for money. You're stressed out. You don't know what to do. It's time to get clear. It's time to get strategic. It's time to build a real business. Stop working in your business and start working on your business and get serious about your finances. Because if you're not serious about your finances, ain't nobody else going to be serious about it. And if you don't put the work, the sweat equity, the money into your business and the resources, it's going to stay stuck. And you're going to stay upset and you're going to give up. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to tell everybody else that entrepreneurship doesn't work, that business credit is impossible, that you're not going to be able to get any money, when that's not the case. What happened was you wasn't clear about what you wanted and how to get there. So instead of being stuck, let's get clear about what it's going to take. I got 50K in the chat. I got 100K in the chat. Can you dispute things on your credit, your business credit? Yes, you can. 200K in the chat. Hello, let's go. 250K, 100K, 50K. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Stop looking for the little money and start thinking big, because your business is going big places. So if your business is going big places, that means that it needs big money. 5K ain't big money. 20K not even big money. Think bigger. If you want to do 7 figures in your business, you need to be thinking 6 figures at a minimum. If you want to do 6 figures in your business, you need to be thinking 5 figures at a minimum. At a minimum. Seriously. So you got to think about, what is it going to take for me to grow the business of my dreams, and work backwards from there. Now, the reality of it is this: a lot of us are first-time entrepreneurs. That means that you were never taught about entrepreneurship. You were never taught about growing a business. You don't know nothing about doing any of that. And so I understand that a lot of y'all are doing this by yourself. You don't have anybody to turn to. You don't have anybody to run to. You don't have a community that you can tap into. You don't have the resources. You don't have the education. You don't have the structure. You don't have anything to make a business successful long term. And so I want to help you with that. In fact, y'all, check this out. On Thursday, I am hosting a virtual speed networking event, okay? It's virtual speed networking, and I'm going to be there. Our members are going to be there. Our team is going to be there. And I've got some special guests coming. And guess what they're going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about getting business credit. We're going to be talking about giving 6- and 7-figure government contracts for your business so that you can start getting big money and growing your business with the government, working with the government. And then I'm also going to bring our special guests to talk about getting you some business grants. Because here's what I know. Getting loans and business credit isn't for everybody. I get that. But there are government contracts out here for you. There are business grants that you don't have to pay back. There's free money out here available to you to get your hands on that I want to help you with tapping into. And not only that, I've got a tax professional that's going to be coming by to teach y'all how to keep the bag, multiply the bag, and everything else. Save money from taxes and everything. And so it's going to be Thursday. General tickets are free, because we got a sponsor. Our sponsor paid for the tickets for our general admission. So I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. The person wanted to be anonymous, but I just so appreciate when people bless us and they bless our members and they just bless us. And sometimes I feel like I'm like a good luck charm, because so many amazing things not just happen to me, but they happen to the people around me. And so look, if y'all want to network on Thursday, if y'all want to get in tune with getting government contracts, grants, saving money, and getting business credit, it's going to be going down on Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be networking with each other. So bring your virtual business cards, get ready to pitch your business, because we're going to be having a 60-second pitch contest. So you're going to be able to pitch your business to me and my panel. And we are going to be giving out 3 Fly Credit University Pro memberships to the winners of the pitch contest, because the Pro membership is going to cost you $7,500 retail. But I know for a lot of business owners, they are struggling right now. The economy is crazy. It's tough to get ahead. And so I want to help you with doing that no matter what the economy is. I want your business to be so strong, so great that you're going to be able to create your own economy. Your own economy. It doesn't matter what's going on out there, because your own economy, the one that you're building right now with your business, is so strong that nothing can break it. Nothing can tear it down, because you have the plan, you have the strategy, you know how to get the money, you know how to multiply, you know how to grow it, you know how to keep it. You know how to do everything you need to do with your money and your credit. And so I'm going to give y'all an invitation to that. to our upcoming FCU network is going to be Speed Networking for Professionals. So if you want to meet other professionals in different niches, if you want to be able to network and grow your network of more quality people so that you can start, doing some partnerships, you can grow your business, you can get referrals. That's what it's all about. We're creating an economy here, a very, very strong economy. And so if you want to build your economy, I invite y'all to come on through. It's going to be 100% free for the general ticket. But if you want VIP and you want some replays to our sessions, and if you want some extra perks, then I invite you to get our VIP ticket. It's only going to be $19. Okay. So I'm going to be putting y'all the link in the chat so that y'all can get access to that. Because y'all, it's time to level up. Seriously. The money is out here. There is not a lot of limitations out here other than the one that you're putting on yourself. The limitations that's keeping you stuck are ones that you have already implanted in your mind, the ones that you think about every single day, the ones that you are literally bringing into fruition, into your experience every single day, because you don't believe that you're good enough. You don't believe that your business is good enough. You don't believe that you can grow this thing. But guess what? You can. I know that you can, because I've seen people go from not knowing a thing about growing a business to go on to 6 and 7 figures and beyond, all because they learned how to strategize clearly. They learned how to get clarity about their direction. We got them the money they needed to grow, and they took off with their strategy, period. Growing a business is not really that hard. What's hard is developing the skill set to do it properly, because right now you don't have a skill set, and that's cool. But once you learn the skill set, guess what? You are so much more valuable. And the more valuable you are, the more valuable your business is, because you give your value to your business, and your business gives its value to the masses, right? To the marketplace. And so you got to increase your value by learning more skill sets, executing on them consistently, and getting results. Because the only thing that matters in business is getting results. Talking about it doesn't matter. Thinking about it definitely doesn't matter. What matters is going out here, doing it, and getting results. That's the only thing that matters. If you're not making sales, if you're not bringing on new business, if you're not growing your bottom line, your business ain't doing nothing. So it's time to get unstuck. It's time to get the right strategies. It's time to get into motion, and it's time to do it the right way. Okay. It's time to do it the right way. And I'm more than happy to help you. Now, again, y'all, I am going to invite y'all to our Fly Credit University network event. It's going to be Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. You're going to be able to network with me, and we're going to be having some VIP breakout sessions all about getting 6 to 7 figure government contracts. We're going to be talking about how to get grants for your business, how to save money in taxes, and how to get more business credit for your business. Now, I know we talked about a lot about improving your personal credit. So don't take what I told you all lightly. Start improving that right away. And if you do need help, hit us up. We'll be more than happy to help. Just go to our website at flycredit.com/consultation, and you'll be able to schedule a call with us, and we'll be more than happy to help. Now, if you want to get in on our speed networking event, all you got to do is go to flycredit.com/speed network. I'm actually going to put that in the chat for y'all, because I know, from my Instagram peeps, you probably aren't going to see those on the screen. So I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. And it's also going to be in my bio on Instagram as well. So you can also get access to that too. I think I have it spelled right. I'm also going to throw this in YouTube for you guys too, so you can get access to I can just see the comments, but I can't put it in here. All right, so I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm actually under somebody else's account, but I'm just throw it in here. Yeah, it's exactly Speed Network. So it's flycredit.com/speed network. And you can get a general ticket for absolutely free. Once you register, then you are going to have to register your account with our speed networking platform that we're doing the event on. So do that as soon as possible so you can get that completed. And you want to complete your profile. Your profile is going to have information about your business so that you can easily transfer your information with other attendees in the event so that you can make those connections even quicker and faster. It's going to be a lot of fun. We did this about a year ago. People loved it. So we decided to bring it back this year so we all can connect, create an economy, and start growing those businesses faster and going further. But thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate y'all joining me for my Tuesday night happy hour. Remember, we do this every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We go live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we also are live in our community. So welcome. So glad to have all my newcomers in here. If you want to come back, just meet me here next week on Tuesday, same time. But other than that, I want to see y'all on Thursday in our speed networking event. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do a lot of, we're going to share a lot of information, and overall, we're going to help you grow. So I'll see y'all there. Click the link in the bio to get started, or go to flycredit.com/speed network. That's FL, creator of the Fly Credit University, where we help you get the credit that you deserve. Head on over to flycredit.com and start scheduling your consultation, and let's work together to help you get it done. All right, y'all, have a good night. See y'all next time. Bye, y'all.